Finally, EA's changing the direction of Apex Legends with this upcoming Season 15. And I'm pretty excited for it. And I honestly think they should have done this a while back. But regardless, I'm happy that they are doing it now. We're going to be talking about all of those changes in depth in today's video. And don't forget, we're giving away a Loba heirloom. All you gotta do is like, comment, subscribe. Today's the last day to enter. I couldn't remember when I was supposed to give this thing away, but regardless, today's gonna be the last day to enter. I'll be picking the winner tomorrow as long as I'm still alive after Hurricane Ian comes through. And speaking of heirlooms, what legend do you guys think would work well with the box cutter? I say we do Vantage so that we can cut our vocal cords out and stop those cringe voice lines. But regardless, let me know. I think this would be a good heirloom, honestly. I mean, you could pop it up. Be good animations that Moy could do. Also, I just want to mention, I show up to work in Spider-Man t-shirts and pajama pants, despite this rich guy telling me yesterday that that's not the move. Screw you, rich guy. So let's talk about what Apex Legends is up to. Firstly, I wanted to let you guys know that there is an update that's coming tomorrow, which is kind of weird. Normally we're expecting updates on a Tuesday. They're actually bringing this update on a Thursday, which isn't completely out of the ordinary, just definitely not their primary day. Crowdrindo saying a new update is expected tomorrow, September 29th, and it's mostly just going to be about bug fixes. I'm not sure specifically what bug fixes we will see in this, but hopefully it's some game breaking ones that definitely need to be dealt with. I've been seeing you guys sending me some stuff on Twitter, and I just want to bonk you on top of the head for being a bad boy and abusing stuff. Just wanted to let you guys know so that when you get that update tomorrow, don't be surprised. So let's talk about the elephant in the room, Season 15. We know that Season 15 is obviously going to be a big season, and the reason that I really wanted to make this video is because I know what Apex is up to, and I know that they're going to put all of their eggs in this basket and make Season 15 this big hype up season, because that's what they do with their big maps. So let's firstly talk about the obvious, that being a brand new map. Now, over the course of time, Apex seems to have taken the approach of going for bigger maps, but we do know that this next map coming up, as stated in our latest podcast episode over on Full Squad Gaming's Apex podcast. By the way, it's my 7-month-old daughter screaming in the background. Just totally ignore that. She's not a part of the video. She thinks she knows Apex news, but I try to tell her her leaks are wrong. But this map size is actually going to be smaller than World's Edge and Storm Point, but bigger than Kings Canyon. So I know a lot of people were actually excited to hear that because they're tired of the too big maps and then also tired of the not big enough maps. So I think this is going to be a very good medium-sized map. Now, the good thing about this is the devs executed this perfectly, because Apex has been in a direction recently where Storm Point has been the new map, and it's been called Snore Point because it's way too boring for public matches, but it's been really good for ranked. And then Kings Canyon obviously is being too small, and the rank system is not good on it, but it's pretty good for pubs. So the devs were actually already making this map and probably almost done with this map by the time that they heard the feedback of Storm Point being called Snore Point for pubs, and then also Kings Canyon rank not being good recently. So that was like a shot in the dark to see what size map they were going to go with, and thankfully it seems like it's working out. So the fans seem to be really happy about the new map, but one thing that has fans a little worried about the directional change that EA and Apex are taking for their game is the fact that this new legend is going to be Catalyst, and her abilities are quite scary. This is either going to work out very well for the game or just simply be very cringe for the game. Now, I'll be the first one to say that I don't want Fortnite related stuff in the game, but here's why I think Catalyst is actually a good move for Apex Legends. One of the biggest obstacles that Apex has as any battle royale is to fight off RNG, and a lot of times there's really nothing you can do when it comes to zone. You can try all you want to read the zone and figure out where it's going to rotate to, but sometimes there's simply nothing that you can do. Catalyst is going to offer a position where you're able to rotate and be safe if you really need to. Some other legends can kind of do this, but it's more temporary and it's not a foolproof plan. For instance, Gibby can throw a bubble to protect you for a few seconds. Newcastle can throw his ultimate if he has it, and it's only from one direction. But those legends, in my mind, provide cover while actually having a different main purpose. From what I can see, the new legend Catalyst is actually going to be specifically for probably rotating and getting your team to a safe spot. When you think of Lifeline's main purpose, you probably think of rezzing. And my prediction for Catalyst is going to be the fact that her main purpose is going to be for late game rotations, providing a good spot for your teammates to sit if you're getting shot while trying to rotate in an open field, but also if you don't have good high ground or if you don't have good environmental surroundings to help you in a late game situation, she'll be able to provide a lot of protection, a lot of cover, and also a lot of high ground. If you don't want to see any spoilers, I recommend going to the next chapter of this video. We'll be talking about some more feature-based changes. But according to someone who leaks, her abilities are going to be of the following: Reinforce, Resin Shot, and Pharaoh Wall. Now, her tactical and ultimate are going to be Resin Shot and Pharaoh Wall. She's also already confirmed to be a defensive legend, which kind of proves the point that I had earlier. Her tactical ability kind of looks like Fortnite building stairs, but there's no telling if this has actually been changed and whether or not you can stack these still, but we do know that they provide some form of cover. Her ultimate, however, is very similar to like a Portafort ability from Fortnite, where she's going to be able to provide a lot of protection and high ground instantaneously from her ultimate, which is going to help so much if you're playing in a late game situation and you don't have good position positioning, you don't have good cover, or if you're having to rotate in the middle of a field. At first, I thought the Fortnite comparison was kind of cringe because I was like, no, please don't bring this stuff into the game. But honestly, it does eliminate a little bit of the RNG, especially if you're trying to rotate in an open field and someone's just gatekeeping you. It at least gives you a fighting chance, so I'm pretty excited about that. Now, let's talk about some of the more noticeable things that you're going to have from your day-to-day experience when it comes to features in the game. So instead of making a different segment per feature, I want to just give you a quick synopsis of all of these features. Number 1, cross progression. Number 2, private matches. Number 3, other modes to play, some potential rank changes, and I got to give my side of opinion when it comes to the console situation with the next gen update. So I know a lot of people are looking for answers when it comes to the private match situation, and I would love to be able to tell you that we're finally getting this feature. The fact of the matter is no one simply knows. To give you a little bit of context, about 2 years ago, Chad Grenier said that they were working on a way for all players to be able to enjoy private matches.
But still, it's going to still be utilized privately. We have a separate effort that we're doing to make it go public. I don't have a timeline, but we're trying to get done as quick as possible, where we offer the private match feature available for anybody who plays Apex. Again, it's not as simple as just turning that feature on and making it public.
Yeah.
There's some work on the back end that we have to do to make it scale to that many people. But yeah, we're doing that work. So hopefully, it's hard to give dates, but we're hoping that, sometime soon we'll have private matches across all platforms, and you can play with buddies, or you can organize your own events without having to ask us for a code and have an official event happening.
And here we are 2 years later with nothing to show for it. I would love to be able to tell you that next season. However, I just simply don't know. I will say that this season is more likely than most other seasons, considering it is their big hype up season. So you would think they're going to bring a lot of features so that people come and play this game like never before. The other feature is cross progression. Now, this one is a little bit scary because Respawn did promise that this was coming in 2022. Season 15 is the last and final season of this year, so technically speaking, if they're going to keep their promise, then they have to bring it. However, there is something I need you to know, something to worry about if you're an Apex Legends fan who's looking forward to cross progression, and that is the fact that we found someone that works at Respawn not long ago actually made this updated video regarding a Respawn developer who's told someone to give up on cross progression, and that it's not going to be the way that people want it, so you might as well just keep playing or go ahead and switch platforms instead of waiting. Roll the clip. Apex Legends may have misled some of their fans. Since Apex release, players have been asking for a feature called cross progression, which in theory would allow you to transfer all of your stuff from one platform over to another, the majority of this being from console over to PC. Respawn Entertainment actually greenlit the idea over a year ago, and they actually confirmed that it will be coming in the year 2022. We soon realized that it would not include account merging, which would allow you to mix your console and PC stats together. But we obviously assumed that the basis of cross progression allows you to move all of your stats and items from one account over to another platform. But what has a lot of Apex Legends fans worried is this tweet right here between a developer and a player, when they said, "Hello Ray, next week I'm switching from PS4 to PC and I will have to start from scratch. When will cross progression come?" And the developer actually just simply told him, "Forget it, bro. I don't think we'll set up the system exactly as you want it. I started again when the PS5 came." Someone also responded here, "I can't believe that I actually believed in EA and waited for more than half a year." So if you're looking forward to cross progression, I really hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's just simply not looking good. Hopefully though, fingers crossed. I do hope, however, that if they can't bring it, that they just come out and flat out apologize and maybe even roast themselves about not keeping their promise rather than trying to make some dumb excuse. Like the time in season 11 where they had all of these new modes that they said they couldn't wait for us to try. Yeah, we never got a single mode in season 11 and they just let it hide under the radar and didn't even acknowledge the fact that they didn't keep their promise. Next thing are some potential rank changes. We're going to go in depth more on tomorrow's video, but I do want to let you know that there's no doubt in my mind rank changes will be coming soon. Yesterday, PvP said if you hate this rank system, you need to speak up about it or we'll be stuck here for the bare minimum of 45 days and possibly way longer. Most people agreeing though that they're probably not going to change anything in the middle of a season, and so we're going to have to wait for a new season for this change to happen. Now the change that they're pushing for is maybe a little bit of a change with the matchmaking, not having to play against Predator players if you're in the plat rank, sometimes even gold rank. So I know that they're going to be looking forward into that, but they're also probably going to be changing the way that kills work because the KP being uncapped has gone too far and people are prioritizing kills over getting the win, which is making ranked play not finish or end the way that it's supposed to. So I looked for the entire ranked meta to change once they make this rank change, which is why I also think that Catalyst is going to be the perfect legend to play in this new rank season. It also makes sense experience, because with the launch of a new legend, you want to make that legend viable. And I think that they're going to program the ranked system to do that. When it comes to the next gen console update, I know you guys want the 120 FPS, and I know that we're all mad at Respawn for not doing it. Well, I'm on my PC, so I'm not, but I do have a console and I do like to play it every now and then. I just want to say you probably got screwed over, and they're most likely not going to bring it. They're probably not even going to talk about it for quite some time. If they do, I would be absolutely surprised, but I would be happy. But they've been completely hush hush about it and not said a single word, so I really doubt you're going to get any update soon, and it is very frustrating, especially when in their mind they still have delivered that promise of bringing the next gen console update like they said, even though they definitely did not do that. Can't imagine mom saying she's cooking dinner and you're just expecting that hamburger, that steak, that chicken tenders, whatever it may be, and then all of a sudden she just puts a little bit of corn on your plate and says, hey, I brought dinner. No, mom, you didn't. You brought a snack. And that's exactly what Respawn did. You brought a portion of the next gen update. You did not bring the next gen update. But to end it on some good news, we actually had the Reddit AMA not long ago where a Respawn developer responded and said, we have heard the feedback about the playlist, and I would assume this playlist change is the actual viral tweet that PvP made saying that we should have an arcade mode with rotating LTM so that they're always kind of permanent. So hopefully they implement that soon. But we also know that we're getting that Winter Express LTM mode in the collection event, so that'll be another mode that you can look forward to. They also said there's going to be something new with LTM, so I'm not sure what that means, but hopefully we'll see that soon. Usually the new season hypes for me are the new features, but honestly, I'm pretty hyped about the new ranked season that's probably coming out on a brand new map and a brand new legend that most likely is going to be instantly viable. Let me know what you guys think about them changing the directions on the meta here, and considering this is supposed to be their big hype season, let me know how you're feeling on a scale from 1 to 10 for this new content coming. It's always very interesting to see where the community's at, and honestly, I'm pretty excited. I would give it maybe a 9 out of 10. Now, if you guaranteed that private matches were coming and maybe even some more permanent modes, I would probably say 10 out of 10. So leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy. Don't forget the Loba heirloom giveaway. Today's your last day to do it. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. It's Viber Die, only positivity. If you also want to enter in yesterday's video, click this video right here. It's your last chance. I'll see you in the next one. Later, Gators.